Alright, so again today we want to build a statue. It's 2:30. I'm going to be watching Fantastic Four today. That's in 3.5 hours that we're supposed to be leaving for that. So realistically I have 3 hours. That is not going to be enough time to build it. But it might be enough time to draft it in creative. Now, I've been looking at reference materials, and one thing I noted between all of them is that they're difficult, and they're way larger scale than I'm willing to do. I didn't actually check the Minecraft Handbook again. Once I'm loaded in, I'll make sure I'm safe, and then I'll go do that. Unfortunately, I keep all my books in literally a stack, and so I have all my books, and I mean literally every book I've ever owned, in one just fucking stack. As if I want to take one, I have to dig into a whole fucking pile. It's a big pile. Let's harvest a fucking cactus. One more cactus flower. It seems like people are trying to cancel Pedro Pascal. A bunch of people are showing clips of him touching people and calling him rapey, basically. And I don't know how I feel about it. I definitely feel like it's weird. There's one clip of him with Willem Dafoe, and it's definitely weird at the very least. But I'm also not an expert at social dynamics, so I don't know. And further, I've seen a bunch of people say, oh, it's actually AI videos, but they're not real. And I would not be surprised. And people are saying it's the far right trying to cancel him, which I also would not be surprised, because they fucking hate him. If you watch Critical Drinker and all that, that group is starting to not like Pedro, as he appears in a lot of the movies that they don't like, and on top of that, of course, he's very, very pro-trans rights. So they don't like him, so they have a strong motive to try to get him cancelled. Well, if Pedro did turn out to not be good, it would be really fucking sad, dude, because I really like him. Again, because he is so fucking pro-trans rights. Just awesome to see. Also, he's a great actor. I have not actually watched all that much of Game of Thrones. Prior to Game of Thrones season 6, most of the show that I've seen through YouTube clips. I watched the first couple episodes of season 1, and then I've seen a couple episodes of season 6. I've seen all of season 7, and I've seen all of season 8. So yeah, my experience with Game of Thrones, needless to say, was not the best it could have been. But I have watched a lot of pre-season 6 through YouTube clips and such, so I do know a lot of what happens in the show, and Tyrion Lannister is probably my favourite character. But just behind him, probably Oberyn Martell. Well, I hate his death scene because I think it's pretty fucking stupid. Right, let me retrieve ancient texts. Oh yeah, it's not even just books, it's also DVDs. So The Suicide Squad, the Matrix trilogy, Bumblebee, the original Spider-Man trilogy. Those are also on top of the Minecraft handbooks. And then below it is the Tom Gates books, which obviously I've not read in a very, very long time, and How to Train Your Dragon books. And above it, I have a Persona manga I've bought, and only slightly read. But I'm going to go, it's the construction handbook, I think. I read the Redstone one, and then I realised, well, this doesn't fucking matter, because this has all been changed. It's crazy, the Redstone handbook is out of date. I never thought I'd be able to say that, but it is. Most of the fucking Redstone circuits they show off in the Redstone handbook don't work anymore. Right, construction one. Hopefully this doesn't topple over and destroy my bedroom. Got it. Construction handbook. It's got a gold shovel on the front. The official Minecraft construction handbook is packed with tips and step-by-step instructions for Master Building Team Fire UK. It's really funny. I don't know who Fire UK is, but yeah, like every single build they show off in this book is made by them. Clearly, there's some kind of a favoritism. It's funny, this book uses the classic Minecraft building style. Like, it doesn't have a lot of layers on the houses. Cottage made of white wool and sandstone. That's probably where I got that idea from. For a cake. Also, I'm pretty sure throughout this book, the made city walls, these are crazy impressive. Yeah. In these books, young me wrote down notes. Yeah. And there's actually a floating island here, which I remember I was building in a YouTube video probably like a decade ago. Don't remember who it was, but like I was making a YouTube video, like my best friend, I was recording it, I think. And we were building a floating sky island together at like midnight or something. I don't remember how long ago that was, but yeah, I remember this. Yeah, right here on the Royal Hall, next to it says I've written use in PvP the Crucible. What? Then a couple pages later, Dwarven City Epic, Palace Epic. Then there's a suspension bridge. Use in PvP the Crucible. It looks more like an R, but I mean the last one was clearly a P. I have no idea what this is referring to. Suspension bridge does look pretty cool though. Someone is screaming outside. It literally sounds like murder. Oh, another building crucible. I presume I was intending to make some kind of PvP game. This was how long ago was this? This is like 2013. There's various ships, which are pretty cool. Are you really going to build a ship out of bricks? That does not seem smart. Do not build your ship out of bricks. It will sink. Or better yet, it will just fucking dissolve. Do not build your boat that is going to be out at sea for years at a time out of material which will rapidly erode from water. I mean, I don't know, but here we go. So, with a made bridge by Fire UK, they have a towering mage statue watching over a bridge. Yeah, this is the main. This is the main reference material I had. Funnily enough, I have a texture pack on, which I don't get why they're going to shelf these builds in an official Minecraft book if they're using a texture pack, but they are, so fuck it. You could at least say what the texture pack is, but they didn't even do that. But the funny thing is that the texture pack is actually, we've circled back around to the textures in this pack being actually in the game. Because I assume this is some kind of skin for cobblestone or something, but it actually looks a lot like Deep Slate. And of course, this is like 2012. This is long before Deep Slate was a thing. So it definitely isn't Deep Slate, but it looks a lot like it. Alright. That is a pretty good reference material to use. But there is one more, which is why I came onto this world. There's one more reference material I want to take a look at, and I think it'll be the most useful one. Thing is, of course, I've decided to, again, I've jumped the shark a little bit, and I'm making it way harder for myself. By doing by this kind of standard of fairly complicated pose. Again, I want them kneeling with one hand on their knee and their other hand offering a flower to the person looking up at the statue. And that means I need well-defined legs and well-defined arms. And I do think I do want an actual flower rather than a statue flower. In order to match the scale of a statue, I might use like lilac or a rose bush rather than just a single flower. But yeah, the mage statue does make good reference for what I can do for like the texture of it. But this, I think, is how I want to figure out how I'm going to shape it. Their skin statues. I think this is a good way to figure out the scale of it. So I'm gonna take some screenshots. So how wide is that head? That is 8 blocks wide. How wide is a mage statue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The thing is, I do want an odd number. Arms are 4 blocks wide. That seems about right. Okay, in some ways, the proportions for this aren't too far off from the mage statue, actually. In some ways, the arms and the legs. Granted, the mage statue doesn't have legs, it just has like a dress. Um, 4 blocks deep as well. Okay. I am thinking I might also go for a dress style. It would fit, and then make it so I have to less figure out how to do a fucking bent knee. Then I can make it a little bit more fluid. But there we go. We came all this way just to get some screenshots of the statues. And then, let's go do this, I guess. Yeah, I do not think I'll have time to build it in survival. Hopefully, 3 hours is enough time to build it in creative. It should be. It really should, because creative takes out all the hard parts, really. Not all the hard parts. It takes out a lot of the hard. It takes out a lot of the hard parts. It takes out hard parts of it being in survival. My plan is just build out of stone at first, and then once we have the shape, then I will go through and add detail and change up the blocks and stuff. But I am thinking the fundamental block I want to be working with is stone. Is the Zenless Zone Zero community freaking out about a character's feet being in an ultimate animation? Seriously? I am surprised by how many people think like foot fetishes are disgusting. It is like the most tame thing ever. Alright, cool. And that's all we're seeing around today, likely. And of course, I do intend to do this for future builds, but not for airy builds, because again, part of the process is figuring it out. But the art gallery was admittedly quite frustrating for a while. It took longer than it should have. So I do think for larger scale builds, and particularly builds which take a lot of skill and would be particularly annoying to build in survival, because, I mean, it's a statue, and so I need a lot of mobility. I will need to use a lot of scaffolding and shit to get around to build it. And a single block in the wrong place can completely ruin the design on it. And so figuring that out in survival will be really annoying. Especially also because any mistake I make will then take longer to clean up. So we map it out in creative, and then we port it over to survival. I think that's a fair idea. I think mostly we're going to take after a mage statue here. Unfortunately, with mage statue, they don't like give any kind of tutorial. The highlight of this build is a bridge, when honestly I'm more impressed by the mage statue because it just looks so clean. The bridge, there's like 10 bridges in this book. This is the only statue, and it's a really good one. Firstly, how wide is this? How wide is this statue? 1, 2, 3. That's 4. Okay, so 3 for middle body, then 4 on either side. That makes 11. We have 20 by 20. So yeah, we're going to build it entirely out of stone for now. If I can even find stone. Where's stone? Alright, one problem is... Oh no, I can see the back. Great. So it's 11 wide, but how deep? I just realised this is 20 by 20. No, we need it to be 21 by 21. Like, so I want it to be odd. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh. So apparently I'd fucked up the dimensions already. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, great. Okay. So it's 11 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, it's 11 by 11. Cool. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. fuck, no, wait. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. There we go. So that gives us how many blocks in every direction? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then okay. So this is 21. If we want it to be 11 by 11, I mean, do I want it to? I was considering making it so it's 2 blocks wider.
We're changing the law so gooners have to go through loopholes to goon to get gooning off the menu. That's right. We're changing the law so gooners have to go through loopholes to goon to get gooning off the menu.
Alright, sorry, Ollie sent me a meme about Rule 34 now being blocked. Okay, this is 21 blocks long. Do I want to extend it by 2 blocks, or do I want to keep it the same? I think my only option is either keep it the same or extend it by 2 blocks. I can't make it any smaller, but no way. It'd be way too small. But I could make it a little bit bigger, but too much bigger would be too much bigger. I think I want to keep it the same. It's a little bit cowardly, but it's my first time building a statue. Also, it is so dark in my room that I... There you go. I keep the fucking shutters of my room closed, so I don't get any vitamin, whatever the sun gives you. And so I literally can't... I'm having to use my phone's flashlight. I've opened the... I can see now. Okay. So if we want it to be 11 by 11, and it's currently 21, we need to take away... Yeah, take away 5 from each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because again, don't forget, I also want to make an artificial island underneath it. So that's the second part of the build, which will be very fucking fun because of the drowned. I don't want it to just be a box as well, so I'm going to have to like sculpt the island to look scenic. So that's another reason why we need to keep scale in mind. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. Okay. Fantastic. Oh boy. And now that's it. That's the foundation. So we're starting with this cross shape. Okay. So how high up are the legs here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have the legs be about 6 blocks high, or at least that's the part where the legs end, and it's now the middle body. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at this point, we want it to... Okay. Okay, so this is basically our foundational shape. So this is the legs going into the body. This is the beginning of the actual body. So I somehow need to turn this into one leg kneeling here and one leg bent down here. I might have to extend these out a little bit further. You see what I'm kind of going for there? It's like this is really where they have their foot pressed to the ground and their knee is up. And this is the one where this is their knee touching the ground and then their leg will be back here. See what I'm going for? Does that work? Well, something else we need to keep in mind is that I want to have them like leaning over. I'm probably going to have to fudge up for proportions a little bit. It's like their hand is probably going to have to be like right here. So how can I make that look natural? Oliver, I'm trying to build. Stop sending me memes of fucking birds and cars. What?
Hey, you in a bush?
Okay. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay. Main thing I'm just worried about is how am I going to bring the arm down here? The problem with this is that this mage statue is fairly simple, kind of. The complexity just comes in with the idea, and also the face is fairly complex. But, like, it's just a guy standing up. This is a guy leaning down. So it's going to be going diagonal. And so somehow I have to figure out how to do this diagonally. And that is a part which is going to make me want to scream. Most likely. Now, if we're saying this leg is like back here, then this leg extends to be back here. Obviously, because this is a leg, it should be a little bit thicker. I mean, obviously, you can't see that from the front. Come out there as well. Alright. The thing is, like, if it's like a dress, the thing is, it's gonna like bundle a little bit. So I want to have like some of it like bundled up here, but I still need to connote that this is a knee coming out, but this is retracted. So I might have to start using like slabs. Okay. How far out does this come? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Alright. So how many blocks do they have make up his torso? And this is really hard to tell, because again, I'm working from, they give you one shot from in front, looking up, and then they give you one shot where it's the kind of angle from behind it. So what height is a torso here? I almost feel like I should make the hand first. Or I should at least start on a hand first. I think also, just to save myself some trouble, build this hand out of cobblestone at first, just so I can tell what's supposed to be hand and what's supposed to be leg. There will be some kind of like distinction material-wise between them, but I don't know what that will be yet, so for now, let's do cobblestone. They have the hands only be like 2 blocks deep. Also, I want the day-night cycle in, so I can see how it looks at different times of day, and different lightings. Where are flowers? What? Give me rosebuds. Alright. I think we need a sharper angle with this left hand here. We're going up too fast. Yeah, just disassemble all of that, to be honest. And also, yeah, again, I do want water in here somehow. I think maybe... Give me a water bucket. You can have it so it's dripping directly below his hand, first of all. And then... I don't know what is going on there, but worked out in my favor. What is this water physics? Hello? Alright, I mean, if we get the same water physics in the world, I think I'm alright with that, actually. Because what I want is the image of him, like, pulling it out of the water or something. So if it gives an effect like this, I think I'm okay with that. Thing is, like, we only have, like, 2 blocks left until arm is actually, like, attached to his shoulder. So how do we do this? Do I want it to go further out? Or do I want it to start going back in? I think this needs to be a slab. Alright, for this, I think if we remove that, we can then make that look like that's the elbow joint. Yeah. Alright, I need to go check that the pets are okay. I was asked to. Alright, I think on my arm we just need a little bit more bulk. The elbow is bulky. Alright. Now it's a little bit too bulky. We make that into slabs. In fact, all of that into slabs. Alright, okay. Okay, so how high do I have a chest be before it transitions to a head? This is kind of hard to figure out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 8? I think it's 8. I think I have 8 blocks before I move on to a head. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this is a head. Now, the annoying as fuck thing is going to be trying to copy this over. Of course, this might look super weird right now, but obviously once we connect on the arms and stuff, it should hopefully transition more naturally. Oh, but we want them leaning forwards. Oh. I kind of just forgot that for a moment there. Oh, fuck. That kind of completely changes things. Okay. We're going to have to redo the arm. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. It's going to have to connect at, like, here. It's all the way out here. That just doesn't work. We're going to have to probably cut off at least all of that. So someone's standing right up here. Look, from this angle, you can start to see it. I think. We want the arms to connect like a block or two before the head. So we probably want the arms to connect like about there. So how do we do that? It's starting to actually. It looks a little bit like the Mutant Creeper mod. Alright. Now, I feel like we should move all of that a block down. To be fair, also this should start to curve faster, probably. Yeah. I don't know quite what it is. Something about it's just a little bit off. They really need to fix this fucking ocean effect, man. Why is it based on where you look rather than the actual? Like what? What? Why? Every other bug with vibrant visuals I get and fine, just mop out later. Why is this a thing? Why can that even happen? It's been an hour. I think it's just that some parts of it are too bulky, whereas others are too thin. It's something that you really have to balance. Now this here, this is 1, well, 0.5, 1.5, 0.5, 1.5, 2.5, 3. This is 3 blocks here, whereas this is 1.5. Which, I mean, in terms of realistic proportions, isn't really all that off. Like comparing your arm to your bicep. I feel like that's actually quite fair. For your hand to be half as thick as your bicep. I think that's a fair level. But I don't know if it makes for the best visual. I think I should just move on to a second one. Do we go from bottom or top first? I think we actually go from the top. And also, obviously, I do need to do like more of a main body here, but we'll get to that later. Right now, we need a fundamental shape. Alright, now I think we bring it one block forwards. Was that too much too fast? I think he went out too far here. I don't think we need to go out that far. It's like this, he has his like elbow, he's supposed to have his elbow like kind of bent at an angle. Here, this is literally just him like underarming you a flower. So it shouldn't actually be going out all that far. I don't think we go out any farther than that. And in fact, let's make it go backwards. Very briefly. Very briefly go backwards. Alrighty. Now do we start bringing it back forwards again? That's weird. Every thicken this. That's still weird. Things this hand is 2x2. This hand is 3x3. I think we just get rid of a hand, maybe now, for now. So I think that's just it. It's like, it's really thin here, but when it comes out suddenly really bulky, really quickly. Otherwise, I actually think that leads really nicely, I think. Yeah, okay, so I think scrap this, unfortunately. Alright, we convert this to be 4x4. So do we want to move it further to the right? Or keep it as is, but then just remove that? You still have a water in there by doing that. But now that's doing that for some reason. Still looks a little bit weird. Am I still going too far out? No, I think we should be going this far out. I think we're maybe just doing it for too long. Also, we really should bring in stairs. Obviously, stairs would be useful. Stairs might help here. I mean, they might help in a lot of places. Recreating this is going to be a fucking nightmare. I'm gonna have to take like very detailed videos, make sure I catch every single block. It would probably be better to just do a bunch of screenshots. And we still haven't even done the head, mind you, which is arguably the most important part. If you fuck up the head, everything else will automatically look bad. I'm gonna send a picture of this to Oliver, and hopefully he doesn't scream in terror. Things we wanted to look good from all angles as well. Whereas their statue, they mainly designed it with front in mind. It doesn't look bad from the other sides, but they designed this with an angle in mind. Whereas I want... This is the most important angle, but I also want it to look good from over here, and it's what some people would see from the first time upon visiting the aisle. So we also want the back to at least not look like that. Yeah, right now the back does look bad. Obviously, though, it's a bit unfinished, so it's going to. Now I feel like this is too long again. You know what? This would actually be a good place to use bookshelves. I actually think using bookshelves as vertical slabs would work better here. So the problem is this just goes out too far. A tiny bit too far. But we also wanted to go out a little bit. Like, we wanted to go out this far, not this far. But we can't do this far because this far doesn't exist. So we could only really do it bookshelves. Or what is it? Just shelves. Well, honestly, I think that might be as good as we're going to get. And I can't wait to have to go back through this and then add detail and change up the materials. Think, why can't you like place a corner stair on its own anymore? Because I swear you used to be able to do that. But now it's either that way or that way. Why can't I do a corner without placing two other stairs? Right, so we have a corner, delete that, and then it turns back into a not. So you need other stairs for it to be a corner. I do not think that used to be the case. I'm pretty sure you used to be able to have it be a corner on its own. Or maybe there's some new technique to it which I don't remember or don't know yet. Regardless, I think we're moving on to building the head now. And yeah, this could be difficult. They have a head be... I can't even tell there. 1, 2... 4 blocks high? One, two, three, 4, 5. So they have it 6 blocks high, but that's including like the neck and the top of the head, and the face is 4 of those blocks. And they're coal. I'm gonna say for this. Again, just imagine me trying to build this on the realm. I don't think I would have been able to do it. I think I actually probably would have just given up by now. I don't think we'd even be done with a base. Never mind the arms. Obviously, this part of a cloak leading down onto the arms. We have enough gold, but we can't do it with coal blocks. Thing is, I was hoping to get some kind of eyes in. So how's that look? It's not bad, I don't think. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Have those be eyes. I think that works. I'm a little bit scared to try out anything else. I don't want to delete what I already have in case this is the best version of it. Oh, that's way too thin. Yeah, no, we need to have some bulk behind that. Alright. Extend all of it out at least one block. I mean, no one's head is shaped that way. I think one more block thicker. Now I think that looks better, then we just have to build it down into this. Yeah. I do intend for the character in the statue to be female. It's not any character in particular. I was thinking maybe I could look up Aerith. Maybe take a reference from when she does something similar, because I'm pretty sure she does at a couple points. But nah, I don't want it to just be fucking Aerith. And again, I didn't even intend to originally have him be in a dress. It's just easier. Because if you think this looks bad, imagine how bad it would be if he was trying to be in organically accurate legs. It'd just be way worse. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, just adds a little bit of a cute puff up to it. And yes, I do need to like reinforce the other side as well. I know. I think the brain just like finds cobblestone to be more stimulating. The moment I started using cobblestone, I started feeling like more happy with it. So I think we might use cobblestone as our main resource. So, I mean, yeah, because of how small the statue is, you physically can't put that much detail on it. The fucking body is 3 blocks wide, its face is 3 blocks. You can't put that much detail on it. You simply don't have a space to. So, the detail is made for you by the block textures. So yeah, we really want to be we should not use smooth stone. I think cobblestone and probably some deep slate. I'll figure it out. I did want to find some way to add like wooden somehow. I think that works. Obviously, wood is part of our theme, so that's why I want it. Alright, now let me send Ollie a photo of this. The thing is, I kind of wanted this to be a surprise, but... One thing I'm worried about is keeping the distinction between the main body and the arms. So if they're made of predominantly the same material, it's going to be tough. The reason why I've been silent for the last minute is because I've been gradually realizing I actually kind of made a major mistake in trying to adapt their design. But it seems I just kind of forgot the main body still has this filled up all the way up there. Which, I mean, we might be able to do here. Might. I mean, let's just... Like, let's see. What if I... Let's see how it looks if I fill all of this in with stuff. Okay, for now you can still fairly make out the difference between what is body and what is arm. Here it should be even clearer. Yeah, that works. That's okay. Great. Like, okay, that's funky, but I think it's okay. This music really reminds me of Halo Wars for some reason. This specific piece which is playing right now, I think. If you played Halo Wars, you probably know the piece in Skirmish. I don't think I was ever good at Halo Wars. I lost like every online match I ever played, or I mean, that's the thing in Halo Wars, I guess. You either win completely, like you dominate the opponent, or you get dominated. There's kind of like no in between. Or maybe there is, I don't know. It's the only strategy game I've ever played. Fuck off, fly. No, out. Don't land on my fucking leg, bastard. But I would always play Halo Wars Skirmish. I fucking loved Halo Wars Skirmish. With the AI. Still feel like the way the arms join is a little bit slightly odd. But I don't really know how to fix it at this point. Can you stop doing that, please? I know this. I know there's stairs. I know it's really tempting, but please. Ah, no, that doesn't. Okay. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Just let me get on with it. Fuck off, light. That actually fucking works. I did not think that was going to work. I actually think that little bump actually adds to it. I still feel like the head should be a little bit thicker. Especially since we're now making like the rest of the design as a whole also thicker. Will I have to light it up so that mobs don't spawn on it? I hope I don't have to. I do want it to have like a little bit of lighting, but I don't know where. I was originally thinking his eyes would be the glow stream, was it? I was originally thinking I would do that for his eyes, and I was thinking, oh, well, then it would just look like a Jawa. And I don't like Star Wars that much. The obvious thing to do. Why did I do it? The obvious thing is give it a glowing chest. Midsection. I'm really hoping this blows Ollie away. I might, if he's not answering his phone right now for whatever reason. If he doesn't know well, I might actually go ahead and just delete it, so it can remain a surprise. That works. Was curving stairs like this even a feature of the time this book was made? It might not have been. This is like a 2013 book. I don't know if it does it say anywhere. Really should say on a book when it was published, if it doesn't. I wonder where this barcode takes me. Book cost £7 back in the day. 2014. This book was published in 2014. It's 11 years old. Were horses a thing at the time? They might not have been. The game might not have had horses at the time of this book. 2014. For reference, I think the game released on console in 2012. Oh yeah, let's thicken out the head. I want to be careful because this is like supposed to be like a kind of like a crown. So this shouldn't be getting thicker, but at the same time, this part needs to get thicker as well. So how do I balance this out between making the design make sense, but also making the design look nice? I'll actually even be able to add a second kind of little flue thing. Why are you like this? Yeah, it does kind of fill out the design a little bit more. Alright. And also, it's my interpretation of figures like wearing armor. Obviously, we can, if we're trying to add some lore to a realm, we can say this is someone important. I don't fucking know. I don't have any intent behind it. Fuck off. I don't know how much that has helped. Have I made it so you can no longer curve two together like that? Have I seriously done it? Why? I've got myself an argument on the Warframe subreddit for saying this guy that's... A guy sold a Burston Ribbon for 9,000 platinum, and I said... What did I say? I said... People really be saying that £300 worth of platinum is a fair price for a mod, which is correct. It's about like £110 for three and a half or 3.2 thousand platinum. So 9,000 platinum is about 300 quid worth of platinum. 300 quid for a Riven mod. Like in Genshin Impact, at the very fucking least, is a playable character, which has a whole new animation set. They're voiced, they have lore, they have unique animations, they have their own element and mechanics and stuff. A mod in Warframe is a Riven mod. The power of it is going to decrease over time. Because of the Riven disposition, the value of it's going to go down further and further. It's just ridiculous. In Warframe, people will sell a Prime set. Prime sets nowadays go for less than 100 plat. And you're selling a fucking mod for one specific fucking gun, and it's not even that crazy good. It's a really good mod. It is a god roll Riven. It is a god roll. It's plus crit damage, crit chance, and multi-shot minus zoom. It is a god roll. It is the best roll you could possibly have. But it's for a fucking Burston. It's not even for like Torrid or anything. Burston is one of the best primaries in the game, but it's like, it's not quite top tier. It's very much up there. It's about as good as a single target weapon can get, but it's still a single target weapon. It's not even fucking like Torrid. It does have explosives. It does have like a AoE, but it's 2 meters, which is fucking tiny in Warframe. is only going to be hitting multiple enemies at once if you've actively grouped them up. At which point, any weapon in the game will be able to hit multiple at once thanks to Shred. So it doesn't really mean a lot. It's a single target weapon with pretty good damage already. It's a Riven, so its value is only going to go down over time. And he's saying 300 quid's worth. Sounds like someone just came back home. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. You should not. Like, how much can a Genshin Impact character cost? That is the same, pretty much the same price, or about 80, 160. Yeah, it's basically the same price as the maximum possible price for a Genshin Impact character, which is that is ridiculous. But they're still just as ridiculous as each other. And I'm not shitting on Warframe here. I'm shitting on the players selling Riven for fucking 300 quid. I do not have a problem with Riven's system either. I think it's the players that are greedy. Also, it feels like it only makes sense to make it so you can enter it somewhere. Have something happen. I don't know. Oh, from underneath. Yeah, do it from underneath. But I don't know why I'd even put him there. Is that gonna drip? Do we think we're done with the design? Can we move on to trying to figure out materials? I only have like half an hour left. It's a very good thing I did not try building a Summer Realm, otherwise I probably wouldn't have even gotten onto the arms. I feel like I actually do want to use smooth stone in the build somewhere. I don't know where. Actually, you know what? No, it makes sense to have at least like the rim of it be smooth stone. So first 2 blocks of a dress are smooth stone. Yeah? And obviously, we're gonna have to do something to make the hand transition clearer now if we're doing that. I think we use some deep slate. It's just what kind of deep slate? Or tough. Or andesite. Again, I really don't get why I can't like look at a block and get a copy of it. Why is that not a feature yet? People have been asking for it for over a decade. Actually, yeah, that doesn't really flow well. I think maybe having the first 2 layers be smooth stone is too much. Maybe just the first layer. Yeah, right. Okay, we still need to figure out some of this back design here because that doesn't quite work. We'll add it in last. I think stone brick makes sense for our hands. Obviously, hands are made of skin. It's smooth, like stone brick. No, don't start. I really hope Pedro Pascal doesn't turn out to be dodgy. I really hope so. He's one of my favorite actors ever. I don't know. I don't know if just because it's literally having just the hands be stone. I don't know about that. Why does his hand suddenly feel too big? Holy shit, Jacksepticeye's hair is just straight up grey now. I want to work these in somehow. I don't know where, but I want the tough blocks. I feel like the tough more naturally transitions into a cobblestone than a stone brick. The stone brick kind of more closely links to armor. So where the fuck can I put this? Then it's off color. Yeah, fuck it. Sure, that makes sense. It does actually kind of work, I think. I don't know what to do, man. I think it's pretty decent. I think at the very least this, for first attempt, for first time ever building a statue in Minecraft, I think is pretty good. And I have been using this reference material, but it's quite loose reference. It is quite a loose reference material. Oh man, it's real sad to see conservatives they see South Park and then immediately like, well, they turn on the fucking coal mines. It's unbelievable. It's just really fucking hard to watch because they're never been on my bingo list for 2020s that, oh yeah, the Nazis party is going to get fucking revived by Donald Trump. Jesus Christ. Can you maybe continue the tough and like have it be like an outline block? Thing is, obviously, changing colors and lines and shit attracts your eyes because of the texture on those brick blocks. They really grab your attention. It's unlike stone brick. Like there's a proper like gradient going on here. There's way more color change on this, so it can immediately grab your eyes. And I don't think that works. Let's maybe do that. No. That kind of works. Brighten up the accents. Honestly, yeah, I think that'd work better than having it just be stone. And it has a little flowing pattern, which I think looks nice. It's just fucking unbelievable, America. I can't believe you guys. I'm so disappointed. I know none of them care, but you should care if your country's getting overrun by Nazis. things, they're not exactly Nazis. No one's asking for a second Holocaust, for the most part. But is genuinely the closest term to describe them. Because simply fascist doesn't cut it, and simply racist doesn't cut it, because they're also misogynistic. And also against leftism. So the more apt term would be Nazi. Genuinely is the best term. Or maybe there's just some other term I'm not really aware of. Maybe we need a whole new term. For Nazis minus the Jew hatred. Anti-Semitism. Forgot my word to remember. Alright, I do still feel like we want smooth stone somewhere in here. I don't think brick is right here. The polished stuff. I'm already going over my deadline, so I need to wrap this up fast. Yeah, that's smoother. I don't want to draw your attention to the bottom of it. The thing is, wherever I place the brick blocks, that's where your attention is going to be immediately drawn to. Oh yeah, I think that worked. I might have to leave out that for now. But I think I'm more happy with it than I am unhappy. I'm just dreading replicating this. I will need to take a rough estimate of how many resources I need. I imagine I have all the blocks on me for this. Maybe not tough. I might need to get more tough. I don't think I have a lot of tough. But we definitely have enough stone. Yeah, building this is going to be a major ordeal. This could be a multi-day build. Just from having to go like back and forth to reference things. What I might try to do when it comes time to build it is I might just go by Y level. So I build everything on Y level 1, everything on Y level 2, 3, 4, and so on. And like that may be a funky way to build it, but on the other hand, it allows me to very strictly keep track of it. Right? So I say, oh yeah, I'm going to build the arm. I'm going to build this arm. That could be weird. Also, of course, obviously this is not hollow. This is filled. I don't need it to be filled in now. On the realm, we could have it be hollow by building it from the outside inwards. Yeah, when it comes time to build it, I guess I Take screenshots from each side. Problem is, obviously, it's can't really make out all the details of each block from here. You can't tell the difference between stairs and slabs. So there will have to be some back and forth here of jumping into this world, checking what something is, and then coming back. Or I can zoom in and take loads of screenshots. But if I take too many screenshots, then there's too many screenshots to even get through. I think that's all I have time for. I'm already 10 minutes later than I intended to be. Alright. It's really good. So I think for the first time ever building a statue in Minecraft, I think it's pretty good. I am considering like maybe I could add mossy cobblestone, but I'd have to be really careful for where I place it. It would make sense. But alright, it's really good.